Wrapping up the week in Jacksonville. It's been a long week. It's been a great week. Been very productive. This has been a long trip, as you guys know. Left the house 9 days ago, heading home tomorrow. I'm actually surprised Florida didn't get 3 or 4 more commitments because, as we all know, when I leave the house, that's when someone decides to commit. But it's been a great trip. Just kind of wanted to close the book on it. Thursday to Monday was great in Gainesville. Saw a lot of good people. We talked a lot about some of the kind of inner workings of the team, the offseason workouts, some of those guys coming on their own, which is really good to see. I'm sure that's going to continue all the way to 2-a-days when those start. The actual camp here got cut short due to some inclement weather. A bunch of lightning came. I'm sure all those that live in Jacksonville understand those kind of things, which was kind of crazy. I mean, every single day there was crazy torrential downpours and lightning. First night I think I was here, College World Series started, sat down, saw 2 pitches, lightning, internet, TV, cable, everything out. So that was kind of a bummer because I was looking forward to watching that game, but did run into the Jags owner yesterday. Got a chance to talk to him for about 10 minutes outside the hotel. Very, very nice guy. Very nice guy. So that was pretty cool to meet him. Some of the kids that I saw here that I was looking forward to seeing, Bryce Fitzgerald, Naeem Burrows, of course, Nashawn Montgomery, Corbin Fordham, Hilton Stubbs, some of these guys didn't disappoint. These guys are the real deal. I think the biggest surprise, and we had the story up on the front page about some of the guys that, some of the national and regional guys were surprised about. Tayshawn Gelsey. This kid has it all, man. I mean, he was turning heads, making crazy catches. He has great hands. He has a great frame. I mean, I spent some time talking to him during the actual 7-on-7 event. Luckily, it was exclusive to rivals. We were able to get out on the field, stand right behind the quarterbacks, see what they're seeing, watch them throw the ball. I tell you, he's really good. That kid's probably one of the most underrated players in the Southeast that I've seen this year, but a lot of guys I see on film. I'm glad I got to see him in person. It was definitely worth it. Bryce Fitzgerald's very athletic, head on straight, high football IQ. Nashawn Montgomery was very impressive also. He's probably, 6'1", 6'2". Told me I think he weighed 172, 175, somewhere around there. He's trying to put on about 10 more pounds for his senior season. The best way for me to describe him is, now, take this with a grain of salt when I say this. I'm going to compare his game to another SEC wide receiver. I'm not comparing his skill level to this particular player. So everybody keep that in mind. Don't get up in arms and say, oh, my God, I can't believe Higdon just compared this kid to this kid. But this kid is very smooth. He's silky smooth and reminds me a lot of Devontae Davis. He's really good. He's a really good player. And I still feel good about him. I feel good about Bryce. Of course, Gelsey's going to announce in 2 days. I feel good about him. Bryce still has visits. Montgomery still has some visits, but I think Florida's in a good position for those guys right now. I like where the class is. I like where the class is going. Stubbs, I think, Hilton Drake Stubbs, of course, committed to Southern. He's committed to Southern Cal. He's been committed to them for a while. It's hard to predict that a kid who's gone public is going to end up not sticking with that school. But I think it's going to be hard for Southern Cal to hold on to him. I envision him staying closer to home. I think he ends up, staying in the state of Florida. He probably is he's probably one of the most athletic players that I saw all week. I know that the vertical jump when they were testing was down to 4. Stubbs and Fitzgerald were 2 of the last 4. I mean, just extremely explosive. Extremely athletic and much bigger in person. He's extremely physical. He almost doesn't look like he's a safety. So I think there's some good things, coming Florida's way. probably starting with, Gelsey in 2 days. We'll have to see how that one goes. But, just all in all, a great trip. It was good to get down here. I spent time with the Georgia publishers. He's a great guy. Oklahoma guys were here. The Texas guys were here. Florida State guys were here. Those are great guys. Just all in all, it was good to kind of get down here and see some of the guys that, do the same thing I do, but, from Florida's rivals. So it was interesting to kind of pick their brains on, how they handle certain situations, things like that. Probably one of the biggest, things that happened this week was Monday. Rivals rolled out, the brand new site. I think it looks fantastic. I know that there was people that were saying they had some issues with dark mode and the text showing up on the kind of dark, gritty background, but the IT team was here. Those guys are fantastic. I believe they've taken care of that. Mine looks, phenomenal. One of the things to come in the future will be customizable widgets for the home screen. So right now, for example, we see the Rivals 250, the team rankings, top targets is a great one for Florida fans because, click on it, shows you all the top targets. So that'll be customizable. I think you'll actually be able to, collapse this whole thing and see the entire front page if you want, but, or you can change it. You can put things on the front page that, you're more interested in seeing. So I think things, there's a lot of really good things, cool things coming that will enhance the overall experience when you're on the website, which is going to be really good. And just all in all, a great trip. And I look forward to hopefully getting some sleep tonight and heading back early in the morning. So, 6-hour window when I leave tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe Florida gets a commitment. But it was good to see everybody and had a great trip. And look forward to seeing you guys on the boards. And don't forget, if you got a question, post it. If I don't see it right away, I usually see it, pretty much the same day. I'll answer it as best I can. If I can't answer it, I'll try to find someone who can. So, take advantage of the message boards and the community, and talk to you guys soon.